Hi guys, welcome to Manoeuvre. So this is the percentage part 3, and in this video we'll cover all the question which will be based on level 1. So the difficulty level of the question will be easy to moderate. Yep. So let's get start with the questions. Coming to the first question. First question is Nidhi's monthly income is 60% of Deepak's monthly income and 120% of Maya's monthly income. What is the Maya's monthly income if Deepak monthly income is 78,000? Okay, so we have three guys. Nidhi is there, Deepak is there, and Maya is there. So we have Nidhi, we have Deepak, and we have Maya. Now the question is Nidhi's monthly income is 60% of Deepak monthly income and Maya and 120% of Maya. So if I say Maya's monthly income is 100, so Nidhi will be 120, and the question and saying Nidhi's is 60% of monthly income of Deepak, so which means 120 is your 60%. So can I find out the sorry, Deepak's monthly income? So what is 100? So this is 120 into 100 upon 60. This get cancelled, 6 2 ja. So Deepak monthly income is 200. Now the question is, what is the Maya's monthly income if Deepak monthly income is 78,000? Now according to us, we have assumed that Maya's monthly income is 100, but according to the question and according to us, Deepak's monthly income is 200, but according to the question it is 78,000. So I can say 200 is equal to 78,000. So now they are asking what is the Maya's monthly income. So 100 is equal to how much? Simple unitary method we can apply. So this is nothing but 100 into 78,000 upon 200. So this get cancelled 20, and this is 2 3 ja and 2 9 ja. So 39,000 is your answer, guys. Second question, if X income is 25% more than Y's income and Y's income is 20% more than Z's, by what percent Z's income more than by what percent X income is more than Z's income? Okay, so we have X, Y, and Z. Okay, so X income is 25% more than Y, and Y income is 25% more than Z, which means X value is depend on Y and Y value is depend on Z. So it's better I assume Z as 100. So Y income is 20% more than Z, which means Y is 120, and now X is 25% more than Y. So which means I can say 25%. 1/4 I know is my 25%. As I told you in my first video only, just by heart the fractions. So here I am using fraction now. It is 25% more. So if I multiply it by 5, I get 125% here. Sorry, and then 5 again I have to multiply. So 5 by 4 into 120. This is 4 3s are. So 5 3s is 15. So this is nothing but 150. Now the question is, by what percent X income is more than Z? X is by what percent more than this? So as I given you the formula, percentage change formula, which is nothing but final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100. So final value is here 150, initial value is your, by what percent X income is more than Z? So this is okay, so this is like this into 100. So 50 upon 100 into 100, nothing but 50. So D is your answer. I hope the idea is clear. So I am using here fraction, which is helpful for me, and this is the formula, percentage change. If the side of a square is increased by 18%, then what will be the percentage change in its perimeter? First of all, we have to understand what is the perimeter. So if you see perimeter in English, peri means all. So all measurement it is required. So measurement of all the side basically. Fine. So if it is a square, so summation of this is the square. Okay. So we know the square all sides are equal. All sides are equal. So I can assume that all the sides are 100. Now they are saying the side of square is increased by 18%. So we can say there is another square, slightly bigger than the earlier one, and which increased by 18%. This become 118. So by what percent change in its perimeter? Perimeter means summation of all. 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 is nothing but 400 is the 400 meter is the perimeter of the older one, but the new one is increased by 18%, so it will be 118. I can multiply it by 4. 8 4 ja 32, 3 7 ja. This is nothing but perimeter is 472. So what is the percentage change? Again percentage change, guys. Final value is your here 472. Initial value is 400. 472 minus 400 is nothing but 72 upon initial value, which is 400 into 100. So this get cancelled, and this is 4 1 ja and 4 8 ja. So 18% is your answer. A reduction of 100% in the price of sugar enables a housewife to buy 5 kg more for rupees 300. Find the reduced price per kg of sugar. Okay, so they are asking for reduced price. Okay. So reduction of 10% in the price of sugar enables a housewife to buy 5 kg more for. So total price is nothing but 300, and he reducing the price by 10%, which is nothing but 10% of 300 is 30, and he bought this for 5 kg. What is the reduced price? Divided by 5, nothing but 6 rupees. Again easy question. 6 question. 6 is the answer. C is the answer. Reduced price. And we all know if what is your expenditure in terms of, just a moment. Okay, so expenditure is nothing but your price into consumption is your expenditure. So this question is based on this formula. Okay, next is a boy has certain number of chocolates of which he gave 13% to his brother and 75% of the remaining to his friend, and then he has 261 left. How many did he has at the first? So we can assume if it is percentage, think about 100. He was having 100 questions, 100 chocolates with him, and he gave 13% to his brother. So 13 to his brother. So he left with 77. Yep. Sorry, 87. It is 87. Yeah. And 75% of the remaining is this one. 75% is nothing but in fraction is 3 by 4, guys, into 87. 75% of the remaining to his friend, which means he left with 1/4. 75% he is given, so he left with 1/4, which is 25% of this. So 25% of this is what? 4 2 ja, 4 1 ja, 4 7 ja, 4 5 ja, which means 21.75 is remaining, and according to us, but according to the question, he left with 261. So 21.75 is equal to 261. So we can say 100 is equal to how much? So 261 into 100 upon 21.75. Okay, the calculation is little dirty. 261 into 100 upon 21.75. If you remove this decimal, you have to increase 20 here. So I have done that. Okay, now okay, this is divisible to 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, plus 2 is 15. It is divisible by 3. Okay, so I can 3 8s are 24, 3 7s are 21, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15. Okay, now again 3. No, now the problem is 87. 87 goes by either 3. This I can cancel, no? 5 1. This is 25. 25 4 ja 100. This is left with 400. This is 25. 2 ja is 50. Left with 22 is 9 ja. This is 9 ja 29. This is 29 3 ja. This is 3 ja. So 400 into 3 is nothing but 1200 is your answer. Bad calculation. Okay. So to A is the option, guys. I hope the funda is clear. Reeta went to a showroom with the 28,000 to buy a scooty for her daughter. She fell short of money by 20% of the amount required to buy the scooty. What is the price of the scooty? Okay, so I can say, let's assume that 100 was the cost of the scooty was 100. Now she felt short of but she felt a short of 20% of the amount. So 20, that means when she went to showroom, she was just having 80 rupees according to us, but according to the question she was we don't know that. So yeah, so 80 rupees she took with her to buy the scooty. Now she fell short of money by 20% of the amount required to buy a scooty. Okay, what is the price of scooty? Okay, my 20 to buy a scooty. Fine, so she went to buy a scooty of this 28,000 for her daughter, but she fell short of money by 20% of the amount required to buy the scooty. Okay, what is the price of the scooty? What is the price of the scooty? Okay, oh god, what I'm doing. She went to showroom with 28,000. No, this is not a price. She went with 28,000. Okay, to buy a scooty for her daughter, but she fell short of 20%. Okay, which means 80 is equal to 2800. So 100 is equal to how much? Oh Dev, what you are doing? Okay, this is 100 upon 80. So yeah, so this is what, this get cancelled. This is 4 7 ja 700 and 4 2 ja, and this is nothing but 350, and this is nothing but 35,000, which is D is your answer. Again, easy question. The current population of a town is 20,000. If the population increases by 5% every year, then the population of the town after 2 years will be. Okay, so current population I know, which is 20,000. Very good. If the population increases by 5% every year, then the population of the town after 2 years. I can use this question, I can solve this question by formula also, but I avoid formula, guys. I hate formulas. Wherever required, okay, but try to avoid the formula. Formula will not help you to crack the exam. Okay, so 20,000, 5% is increase, 5% increase, 10%. I have already discussed this method. Again I am discussing. This is 100%. 10% is what? 2,000. 1% is what? 200. Now the question is 5%. So 10% I know, 5% is the half of this, so 5% will be your, this is what, 1,000. Yep. So 5% increases, so in next year from 20,000 to it will become 21,000. 5% increase. Again it will increase by 5%. I know 10% is 2100. Half of this will be your 5%. This is 1050. So your answer will be addition of this 1050, 22050, which is A is your answer. So basically this is nothing but compounding basically. Or you can use the formula also, P of 1 plus R by 100 raised to T. This is what the formula you can use, and you can get the answer also, but I prefer this method. I hate formula. 8th question, the population of town increases by 4% annually if its present population is 12,000. What will be the 2-year time? Okay, again the like a previous question. So the present population I know 12,500, and the population of the town increases by 4% annually. It is increasing 4% annually. I know 12500 is my 100%. So my 10% is what? 1250. So my 1% will be 125. Now it is 4%, so I'll multiply it by 4 to get the 4%. I multiply it by 4 here also. So this will be your 500. Okay, so 500 if I add, it will become 13,000. Again it will increase by 4%. Now again in this case 13,000 is your 100%. 10% will be your 1300. 1% will be your 130. Now the question is 4%. I'll multiply it by here and multiply it by here. This is 520. So what I'll do, 13,000 plus 520 is nothing but 13,520 is your final answer for the after 2 years. The population of a town. This is your answer. So guys, again I use this method. This is effective also and will take less time. Sorry. The population of a town increases at the rate of 10% for every year if the present population is 12100. The find the population 2 years ago. This is different. Different. Okay, so I can say 2 years ago the population was 100. Now they're saying the population of a town increases at the rate. Now I am thinking reverse. Yeah. So now the population of town increases at the rate of 10% every year, and if the present population is this, find the population 2 year, which means there is a first year, there is a second year, and it increases by 10%. So 10% if I increase from here to here, it will be 110. On this again, if I increase by 10%, this is 10% increase, again 10% increase. So this is nothing but 10% is, this is 11, so this is 121. So basically 121 is equal to, data is given 12100. According to us this is 121, but according to the question the population is this. So 100 is equal to how much? They are asking for the population 2 years ago, so which we have assumed 200. So 12100 into 100 upon 121, this get cancelled. So your answer is 10,000, which is C. In an office, 30% of employees are men and the remaining are women. 60% of men are married and 66% of employee are married. Okay, employee, men, women. Okay, okay. 30% of employee are men. Okay, so can I say there are 100 employee? 100 employee. 30% of employee are men. Okay, 30 are men. This is unfair. Men are less. Which means 70% are women. 60% of the men are married. That's great. 60% is married, which means 60% is married, which is nothing but 18 are married and 12 are not married. This is married, this is unmarried. 60% of men are married and 66% of employee are married, which means out of 100, 66 are married, which is unmarried are this is 4 and this is 34. Yeah. Now the question is, then the percentage of women are not married. Okay. Which means overall the employee 66 are married, 66 employee are married. Out of this 18 men are married, no? So remaining will be the women who are married. This is 8. This is 5 minus 1 is 4. 48 women are married, and the women who are not married is 22. Yeah. What percent of women are not married? So overall women is 100. Out of this, 22 is not married. So simple, 22 upon 70 into 100. This get cancelled. This is 22, yeah, 220 upon 7. Very nice question. C is the answer. Great. Sahil earns 10% more than Satish, and Satish earn 20% more than Swati. How much you are earning, guys? If Swati earns 70,500 less than Sahil, what is the earning of each? Okay, great question. So we have three heroes here. We have Sahil, we have Satish, we have Swati. Swati is heroine, obviously. So Sahil earns 10% more than Satish, and Satish earns 20% more than Swati, which means Sahil value is depend on Satish, and Satish value is depend on Swati, which means again we will assume Swati as 100. Now Satish earn 20% more than Swati, which means Satish has to be 120, and Sahil earn 10% more than Satish. 10% more than Satish. 10% of this is 12, so this is nothing but 132. Now the question is, if Swati earns 17,500 less than Sahil, Sahil is 132 and this is this, so which means difference between these two fellow is 32 according to us, but according to the question it is 17,500. What is the earning of each? Earning of each, this is wrong. This is wrong. Earning of each, if they are not equal, their earning is not equal. Options are this. I guess this is. I need to check options. What options? Earning of each, it should be Satish, I guess, because two fellow are already there. Then they must be asking. So what is 120? Let's try this. 17,500 into 120 upon 32. This is 4 3s are 4 8s are. This is 8 2s are 16. 16 left with 1. 8 1s are 8. Okay. 8 2s are 16. 8 1s are 8. Left with 7. 8 8s are. No, it's not going. 17,500. Mm-hmm. 17,500 into 120 upon 32. This will give me 8 ja. 2 4 3s are 12. 4 8s are. If this is 4, so this is 4 2 ja, and this is 4 4 ja 16, left with 1. 4 3 ja 12, 4 7 ja and 4 5 ja. After them there will be a decimal. That's a problem. So this is what multiplied. This is 15. Okay. So 4375 multiplied by 15. 15 5 ja is 75. 15 7 ja 105 plus 7 112, left with 11. 15 3 ja is 45. 45 plus this is 56. 6 is here. 5 is here. 15 4 is 60 and 65. According to this answer, yeah, 65 to this is the answer. Okay, fine. So this is the something wrong here, I guess, because two guys difference is given, so obviously they will ask for third guy. Okay, out of her total income, Miss Sharma spent 20% on house rent and 70% of the rest on household expenditure. If she saves 1800, what is the total income? So assume income is 100. She spent 20% on house rent, so she left with 80, and 70% of the rest, see, rest of household expenditure, which is 70% is household, so see left with 3/4, I mean 3 by 10, which is nothing but 24. This is again fraction, guys. 70 out of 100, so this is 7 by this, so this will be 30% of this, like this get cancelled, so 3 by 10, this get cancelled, it's here 24. So 24 she has, I mean she save according to us, but according to the question she saves 1800. So what is 100 basically? So yeah, so 1800 into 100 upon 24, this is nothing but 6 3s are, and this is 6 4s are, and this is 4 7s are, 4 5s are, so 75. C is the answer. The price of radio is increased by 20%. By what percent should the new price be reduced to bring it back to the original price? Which means this is the frequent question used to ask in exam. So it's increased by 120%, become 120. Now they again want to bring it to 100, so they will reduce 20 on 120. So basically this is 20 upon 120 into 100, this get cancelled. Okay, so 200 upon 12, this is nothing but 2 6 and 200, this is 2 5 and 2 3s, this is 50 divided by 3 is nothing but 3 1 ja 3 6 ja, 16.66%. D is your answer. A, B, C have certain number of mangoes with them. B has 10% less mangoes than A, and C has 20% less than A. By what percent is the number of mangoes with B more than that of C? Oh god. Okay, so A, B and C have certain number of mangoes with them. B has 10% less mangoes than A, and C has 20%. Then so both value B and C is depend on A, so let's assume that A is have 100 mangoes. B has 10 mangoes less than A, which means B has 90 mangoes, and C has 20% less than A, which is nothing but 80. By what percent is the number of mangoes with B more than those of C? So this is your 10, 10 is more, so this is nothing but 90 minus 80, final minus initial upon initial, which is 80 into 100. So this is nothing but 10 upon 80 into 100. You can see this is nothing but in fraction 1 by 8. 1 by 8 in fraction is nothing but 12.5%. So guys, please by heart all the fraction which I have told you in my first video. Okay, I have enough money to purchase either 40 apples or 50 orange. I decided to spend only 80% of the money and purchase 20 oranges and some apples. How many apples can I purchase? Okay, the idea behind is this is what the important line. He have something, but he has decided to spend 80% of the money, which means I have 800 rupees, but I have decided I will spend just 80 rupees. So what I can say, 80 is the only amount which I have. Now they are saying either you can purchase 40 apples or 50 oranges. So I can find out the one orange rate and one apple rate. So one orange cost me 80 upon, sorry, one orange is 50, no, this is nothing but 1.6 rupees, and apple will cost me this is 2. I decide to spend only 80% of the money and this, so which means one orange cost me 1.6 rupees and one apple cost me 2 rupees. Now the question is, now he's saying of the money and purchase 20 oranges. So one orange cost me 1.6, so 20 oranges cost me 32 rupees. So I have 80 rupees and I have spent 32 rupees to buy orange, so I left with 8, and this is nothing but 4. I left with 48 rupees. How many apples can I purchase? I have 48 rupees and per apple cost is this 2 rupees. 2 1 2 4 for 24. 24 apple can I purchase. Fine. Alright. So those who wanted to join us for the classroom program, they can join us. You can call on this number and you can join us for the classroom program as well. You can visit our Facebook page, which is Manoeuvre, and do like the page if you so do like the page if you feel you are getting the benefit of the page and the question which I am posting on the Facebook page. And if you want to see more video like this and wanted to see the part 4 and 5 as well, so you have to subscribe our channel. So please do subscribe our channel, which is Manoeuvre, and this is the link I have given you, so you can directly click on the link and you can go to the channel as well. This is what our website. You can visit our website also for the courses, online courses and the offline courses. All the best. Thank you.